Hello. Someone asked me to do a hair tutorial, so that's what I'm going to be doing in this video. I'm sorry if it's a little bit long, boring, or anything else like that. Anyways, let's get into the video. I start off by choosing like a base color, and then like two darker, two lighter, and then an absolute dark, which is like the darkest one, notably more dark than the rest of them. This will be our color palette for it. From there, you can start sketching out where you want your hair to be. In the video, I do wavy hair. I'll put like a diagram of different hair types on how I do it, but don't go into detail on it. Just like get a general shape of what you want it to look like. Once when you're done with your sketch, take that layer, put it on a lower opacity, and then add a new layer. This will be the layer that you draw everything on pretty much. From there, I usually take the lasso fill tool and color it in, like outlining the shape and redoing it basically. But you can also get the same effect by using the airbrush and just coloring it in. But I usually do this and then use the blur tool and blur the edges out. After that, put your current layer on an alpha lock and select the next darkest color to your base color. Also, choose where your light source is. I decided to make mine coming from the top left. If you're drawing a hair type that has a part, then start out by outlining that again with your new darker color. With the way I draw hair, I start out simple and progressively get more complex. We'll use this color to start sectioning off the hair into like chunks. Each section will start out of the part. Make sure your parts flow like the hair type. So if it's straight, then the lines are pretty straight. Or like with mine, I have to make them a little wavy because I'm doing the hair the wavy style. For the next round of shading, select the second darkest color and repeat what you did on the last shading round. Try to add these little like triangle things near the part in there too, and outline some like random pieces and strands of hair to add a little bit of depth. This is what it should kind of look like when you're done. Now we'll use our absolute dark. Draw on the parts that have the least amount of light on it. Try to use it sparingly though, don't overdo it. I'd recommend using it at a low opacity for some of the other parts that aren't like quite the darkest but still are pretty dark, just so then you guys have like a visual on where to shade it better than how I verbally explained it. I took this image of me and I put it in like a grayscale filter. The places that are the darkest are where we would use our absolute dark. When you're done shading, we can now move on to adding some light. Select the light color that's like closest to your base color. Base where your light is based off where your light source is. So for example, I'm adding most of my light on the top left part of the hair. Try not to overlap it with any of the shading. It's okay if you do, but it can look a little muddy and it doesn't really make much sense. But if you get like a little bit on there, it doesn't matter. After that, select the other light color. Add that on top of your previous light color in like the very middle. I'll do like an example here of what I mean by that because I don't really know how to explain it verbally, but just add just like little bits on top of it in the middle of each stroke. When you're done with that, this part is optional, but I love to add it. You can add little like strands of hair going off. Like this would be on a new layer. I like to add it because I mean, no one has perfectly placed hair. There's always like a few strands coming off. Just like add those, kind of try to mimic whatever the texture would be. I don't know how to verbally explain it, but it's my favorite part of drawing hair. When you're done with that, that's pretty much it. Thanks for watching. Comment if you have any questions. I'll make sure to answer them. Thank you so much. Bye bye!